Akuma Matata here, once more bringing you coverage from PAX East. I'm here with John from Geekify today. He was so nice and letting us sneak in an interview with him about the company. So John, can you go ahead and tell us a bit about the company? What made Geekify brought into reality here?
So we are a merch making company. So we work with a lot of game, film, and movie studios doing special projects, kind of unique marketing pushes. We like to say we pick up where the t-shirts and mugs leave off. Okay. So it's a lot of cool leather bound books, cloth maps, cool artifacts, props that are from in-universe kind of stuff. And kind of the sky's the limit. So we work with anyone to take their idea and turn that into physical reality. We got our start back after BlizzCon 2011.
Okay.
Did a cosplay and wound up with some extra leather, and then just started learning some basics of leather crafting after that. Started making some tablet and e-reader covers, and just sort of went viral. Oh. So we just sort of grew and grew and grew from there. So it's an Etsy store on steroids.
Good way to put it. Now, I know you said you help content creators as well. So I guess how did that kind of start? Did you kind of reach out to content creators, or did somebody be like, hey, so you did this, are you able to do something like?
It's been a mix of both of those things.
Okay.
So a lot of it is people say, hey, I saw that you did this, can you do this for me? Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is like as we've learned to build just about anything, having that skill set and people saying, I have this idea, but I don't really know how to approach it. It really helps being able to talk to them and walk them through the process and kind of take some of the scariness out of that manufacturing.
Right, because they might have the idea, but maybe not the end fact or how to get there. So it's like, let's talk, let's do this, and then kind of like you said, work your way, and it'd be like bring their vision to life.
Exactly.
So okay. And then movie-wise, are we able to know what kind of movie props y'all have done? Like,
yeah, so we did some work for The Kingsman last year.
Okay.
We did some stuff for John Wick 3, for Trolls World Tour, and then there was a big one that we did for Ant-Man last year.
Okay.
And that was really cool, getting to make we made tiny Blu-ray DVDs, like fake DVDs for Free Comic Book Day, and then we made giant Blu-ray boxes with branded barware for making the ooze drink that they feature in the movie.
Oh goodness. And now how long did that take?
We excel at doing tight turnaround times.
Okay.
So we were given about, I would say, 2 weeks start to finish to do quite a number of these units of giant boxes of these of the bar sets.
Okay. So on a typical day though, like you have a content creator comes to you and be like, hey, this is kind of what I want. What, as far as turnaround time for that, what would you say? Because I know something like that big might be, I know you said tight turnaround, but it might be a little bit more time consuming than say maybe a content creator who wants like a pin, or they want like a leather bound art book or something if they're like an artist that does.
It all depends on the process. Some things we can dash out and have out in like 48 hours. Mm-hmm. Some things take weeks or months of setup and development to kind of get it to where they want it to be. So it really depends on the scope of the project. But part of the joy is them saying, I have this idea, and us being able to turn it into something physical. We can say, ooh, you don't want to do it this way. Here's a way, a corner you can cut without sacrificing any quality.
Right, which we love. You know, anything that helps save a little bit here and there, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So then, I know, because I've seen y'all's booth before, previous conventions. I know you're saying you got started with after the BlizzCon, you said 2011, I believe. So did you ever expect it to like grow as big, or it's just kind of like where you have like your own booth? Because I know sometimes people have like a small booth, or they might go to convention network, like, yeah, here's my card from an online business. Did y'all always figure we're gonna have like our own space?
Oh yeah, it was always gonna be big. And we grow year after year. So we went from single booth to doubles to end caps, and you know, we do about 30 conventions a year. And a lot of that's direct to consumer stuff, but we like to come into the conventions like PAX. We meet the developers, we meet the game companies, and we become their future partners for manufacturing. It's like collector's edition box sets, you know, doing all their Kickstarters, fulfillment kind of stuff. So it's a lot of stuff needs to get made. And in an increasingly digital era, a lot of people focus on the digital side but have no idea how to make the physical stuff. And that's why we come in and kind of help make things a little easier for them.
Right, and that's perfect, because like I said, I know even myself, it's just like, yeah, digitally, yeah, or mentally I have this idea, but like you were saying, you know, when it comes to actually putting it into like physical form, it's just like, I don't know. So I definitely see here, you know, you probably can't see it on the camera, but y'all even have like these little tapestries here. So when did y'all start the tapestries? Was that one of the things that happened straight from the get-go, or was this something that somebody requested and y'all decided, hey, let's keep on?
No, this was something that we did probably within the last year or so.
Okay.
We got into blankets a couple years ago, and we got the Last Unicorn and Neopets licenses because they fit so well with that sort of a style and art aesthetic. But leather crafting is really kind of what put us on the map and our big bread and butter. And that's tablet and e-reader covers, and then we also do a lot of leather-bound rebindings of books, so they look like the books from games and shows and movies.
Right, and to be fair, that's something that did catch my attention when I first saw your booth. I think it was like 2022. I first saw the Geekify booth. I never thought I'd be here actually getting to sit down and speak with you, but that's really something. I was like, the books. I like books. I like the feel. So yeah, looking at that, that's what I had caught my attention. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And then to kind of see right now, like the pins, I think I even saw like tarot cards. Like, it's just like, oh, now y'all really just, it seems like everything. I still remember the first time I saw y'all, it was mainly like the books or like you said, like the tablet covers and things like that. Now I'm looking and I'm just like, it's just like there's a little bit of everything here. Like, absolutely. So definitely impressive. Now, if you can answer this, how many is actually behind the scenes? Like, is it just like we are a tight team of like 10 people that just pump out, or is it?
It's 12 people in total. It's not very large. We scale up kind of as needed, but a lot of stuff is just produced right in-house with a lot of the tools that we've got. So our workshop is a vast 5,000 square foot warehouse for doing woodworking, laser cutting, CNC routing, vinyl plotting, resin casting, 3D printing, just like a little bit of everything. And so having the skill set's really, really cool that we have a bunch of artists on the team and creatives, so we can figure out together collectively how we're going to approach a project and then bring it to life from there.
Right, and it's like you said, everybody has like maybe something that they specialize in, or like, so definitely helps. It's just like, well, this is my bread and butter here, so this is what I think type thing. So that's awesome to hear. So next convention that you're hoping to do, or that is already planned?
Yeah, we do about 30 a year, so it's nonstop. We go straight from here to WonderCon and SakuraCon next weekend. And then we've got, we do the big ones like DragonCon, Salt Lake City, Denver. We hit up most of the major cities, Seattle, New York, Atlanta. DragonCon's probably going to be the next huge one for the summer, but
yeah, DragonCon. To be fair, that's one I still haven't gone to that I want to go to check out DragonCon. And then is it just basically like US-based cons, or have y'all done any international?
We've tried a couple in Canada. We've been looking at doing some in the UK, but it's a logistics challenge to get there and back.
Right. And then I'm sure you'll have a website also that people can go, or is it
Geekifyinc.com. That's INC. And we ship all over the world, so if we can't make it out there for a convention, they at least have access to us.
Okay, that was going to be my next question, if they have that access out there. And so where can they find you? I know you said your website here. Are y'all on anything else? Like, do you have a Discord? Do you have the Twitter/X? Or?
Oh yeah, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. Instagram's usually our most common place for posting like our new projects and whatnot. We've got TikTok, we are on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, a bunch of other storefronts and marketplaces. We're just sort of all over the internet. Perfect. It's really cool to see things sort of pop up on our own Facebook ads.
I made
that.
The highest compliment, right? You're just scrolling and there it is. So I know you said again, going backtrack a little bit about helping people visualize and put into physical media what they're thinking. So how does that work from, like, I guess, an online standpoint? Do they fill out like a form? Do they email, reach out, and y'all kind of, here's what my idea is?
It's usually some emails back and forth. Usually we'll cruise or comb Pinterest a little bit and say like, okay, based on your description, here's some examples of maybe what you're thinking of. Do these resonate with you? And they might say, oh, I want this, this, and this. And kind of we can put together something, an aesthetic or a template based on what their selections are.
Okay, so that's just, because I know it's easier kind of, I'm sure, here at the convention, and people can come up and buy a few things, maybe even discuss. But that's what you said, for those who are watching at home who may not be able to get out to the convention, just want to make sure if they're interested, how you can reach out. So definitely wanted to touch base on that.
Yeah.
So I know y'all are super busy, so again, I definitely appreciate you taking the time, sitting down with us, answering some questions, telling us a little bit about the company. Definitely appreciate your time.
Well, thank you so much. It was great to meet you guys. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much. And thank you guys for joining me again here at PAX East. Again, we're going to be here all weekend doing demos, interviews with companies, game devs. Check out the Geekify's website, and I'll see you at the next interview, guys. Bye.